In this video, we will explore part 3 and part 4 of CELPIP reading task in detail. Coming to part 3, what is it about? Here you will be reading short informational text. It can be notices or public service announcements, or it could be an advertisement, instruction, or short articles, and you need to answer mostly factual questions about specific details, or it could be questions about the main factual point. Let's see what are the concepts that you need to apply here and how they are used. The first one is skimming, which helps you identify the general topic and where details are located. For instance, the first sentence may state the purpose, right? And then comes scanning, which is the primary tool for extracting exact facts like dates, eligibility, cost, or contact information. Then comes paraphrase recognition, which helps match question wording to the passage. And then elimination, eliminate unsupported or extra details. So this skill will be useful when answer choices add small extra details that are not in the passage. Got it? Now, first, as you remember, go step by step. Skim the passage to learn its subject and who it concerns. In announcement, the first line often states the event or the reason. So remember, skim the passage to learn its subject and who it concerns. Mostly in announcement type of text, the first line often states the event or the reason. And you have to read the question and underline exactly what they ask for. Example, what is the deadline? So you need to underline. You have to read the question first. Then you can make a note of exactly what they are looking for. Third one, scan for the associated keywords. Okay? And read the sentence carefully and confirm the detail because you should avoid being tricked by choices that mix a fact from one line with detail from another. And in date or number questions, you have to double check the format whether the year is stated. You should not assume it simply. And you have to use elimination to rule out choices that go beyond the passage or add unsupported consequences. Got it? Okay, let's move on to an example here. City Health Clinic Seasonal Flu Vaccination Program. The City Health Clinic will open a walk-in seasonal flu vaccination program beginning Monday, October 1 through Friday, October 19 between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. on weekdays. The clinic will offer the vaccine free of charge to city residents and will prioritize seniors aged 65 and over during morning hours from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Patients should bring identification showing proof of residency. Parents may bring children ages 6 months and older. Individuals with severe egg allergy should consult their physician before attending. For group bookings of 10 or more, please call 555-1020 to arrange an appointment. So this is a paragraph and let's move on to the question. The first question is on what dates is the program available, and the four options are given here. So if you want, you can just pause the video, read the questions and try to find out the answers by yourself. Now let me tell you the correct answer. For the first one, the right option is option A, October 1 to October 19, because in the explanation, the first sentence directly states the dates. So this is a straightforward scanning question. Got it? And for the second one, who is prioritized during the morning hours? The answer is senior citizens aged 65 and over because the passage says the clinic will prioritize seniors aged 65 and over during morning hours. And for the third one, what must residents bring to receive the free vaccine? The correct option is option B, identification proving residency, because the passage instructs patients should bring identification showing proof of residency. That meets the question exactly. Got it? And for the next question, which of the following is recommended for people with severe egg allergies? The four options are given, and the correct option is consult with their physician before attending because that was clearly stated, right? For a group of 12 people wishing to attend together, what should they do? Walk in as usual, call 555-1020 to arrange an appointment, email the clinic, only 2 may attend at a time. The correct option is option B. Call the number to arrange an appointment because the passage says for group booking of 10 or more. You can call that number to arrange an appointment, right? So remember, for each question, you have to underline the keyword in the question. As I told you, dates, prioritized, identification. Then you can scan the passage for that keyword or its synonym and read the sentence fully to confirm the answer. Now let's move on to part 4, reading for viewpoints. So in this part 4, you will read longer passages such as opinion essays or editorials, sometimes longer informative texts that offer ideas, arguments, or perspectives. Here, the questions often require synthesis across paragraphs, identifying the writer's main argument, deducting tone or attitude, and making supported inferences. Let's see the concepts that we are going to apply here. As usual, the skimming. So, because it gives you the overall thesis and paragraph information, right? You have to apply text structure awareness in order to identify the argument flow, right? Because this one is very crucial to find where the writer states the main claim versus where supporting evidence or counter arguments appear. So you have to be so much aware of this text structure. And then inference, detect tone via evaluative language. Yes, inference and tone detection are used to identify the author's unstated beliefs or emotional stance. We are applying that strategy too. Then avoid extreme answers unless supported by text. Okay, now let's move on to our passage. Rethinking office design for creativity. Many companies assume that open place offices automatically increase collaboration and creativity because they remove physical barriers between employees. While open spaces can encourage informal chat, they often create noisy environments that reduce focused thinking and produce more interruptions, which in turn can hinder deep work. A balanced approach that includes quiet zones for concentrated effort alongside communal areas for conversation is more likely to foster both creativity and productivity. Moreover, design choices should be driven by how teams actually work rather than by a single fashionable trend. Companies that consult employees and measure outcomes tend to produce office layouts that support different working modes. Those that impose a single model risk damaging both morale and output. The first question is, let me read it for you. What is the author's main argument in the passage? Four options are given, and for the first one, option C is the correct answer because the author's view is that a balanced approach, quiet zones and communal areas, plus basing design on how teams work is the correct solution. Which of the following is implied by the author? For this one, option A is the correct answer. Measuring outcomes and consulting employees can lead to better office design because the author writes companies that consult employees and measure outcomes tend to produce office layouts that support different working modes, which directly implies that consulting and measuring lead to better designs. And if you see the other choices, they just contradict what is given in the passage. And for the third one, what is the tone of the passage? Sarcastic and mocking, neutral and reasonably critical with practical recommendations, angry and emotional, completely dismissive of all open offices. The correct option is B, neutral and reasonably critical with practical recommendations because the language what they have used is constructive and measured. The author points out problems with over reliance on open plans but offers practical recommendations so that the tone is critical but pragmatic rather than angry or sarcastic. Got it? Which single sentence from the passage best supports the claim that a single model risks damaging both morale and output? So if you go back to the passage, this one, this sentence, companies that consult employees and measure outcomes tend to produce office layouts that support different working modes. Those that impose a single model risk damaging both morale and output. So, this sentence explicitly makes the claim and shows its connection to the earlier point about consulting employees and measuring outcomes. Easy, right? So that's all for today's video. Kindly like, share, and subscribe for more self-help tips. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.